Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing an apartment renovation, and a lot of you guys know that I renovated the entire world of San Myshuno from City Living. We had so much fun with that, but there's still apartments in other worlds in The Sims 4 that we haven't renovated yet, and I really want to renovate them. So we're going to be starting with Evergreen Harbour. This is the world that came with Eco Lifestyle, and there are 2 apartment buildings for us to renovate with 2 properties in each. One thing that I have done is I've upgraded the world through neighborhood action plans, just because if you upgrade the modern development action plan and the green initiatives, the neighborhoods look way prettier. So if you want to have the world fully upgraded, I've actually put it on my website as a save file you can download, so you don't have to do all the work waiting around for it to upgrade. But you can see over here, it just has a lot more greenery, even in the industrial area, and like nice paintings on the industrial things and just more trees. But the other major reason why I did it is because the apartment buildings that we're going to be renovating, even those had an upgrade. So they actually have nicer windows and doors. I did notice a glitch though, which I've actually already passed this on to the Sims team. Hopefully they'll fix it at some point. But it looks like the stages of development are overlapped visually. So when you move around, there's this visual tearing that's actually really distracting. So that's the only issue with it. But yeah, like I said, I passed that on to the Sims team directly, so hopefully that's now on their radar to fix at some point, because yeah, I think it's just layered, the stages. So anyway, let's work on our first apartment. We could either do the ones we were just in or head over to the stone apartments. Oh man, this area looks so much better, fully upgraded. Like the road has cool patterns on it and the roofs are green and there's just so many trees around the quarry area. So much better. So we could start off renovating this apartment, and I've also noticed that some of the wallpapers here are also incorrect with the upgrade, which is also kind of annoying. But anyway, let's go ahead and renovate this apartment. This bedroom is so crazy, like it is so big. I don't know if this is a thing in the US or other countries, but I feel like you would never see a room this big in Australia unless it's like a mansion. So I think we should maybe try and divide this area if we have enough windows to do so. And then in comparison, the lounge room's a decent size, the bathroom's a decent size, but I think we could, oh yeah, there's the kitchen, dining area. Ooh, we got some French toast over here. Yeah, I think we should add a lot more color in here, and I'm thinking of doing like bright pops of pink and yellow and blue and just making it really youthful and fun. So let's start off by deleting what we already have here. I sometimes, when we renovate apartments, like to keep a little bit of the old, but I'm just gonna delete all of this because none of it is really that special, you know? There's nothing that is that interesting to keep, I don't think. Oh, there was a fire here. We might need to also clean that up before we finish. Oh, wait a second. I actually played Judith Ward in this apartment for a little while because when I was upgrading the neighborhood, my whole thing was that Judith Ward was in charge of the development and funding it. So I actually had put these saucer lights in here, and she's the one who started a fire. And Judith Ward started the fire, so then I got her a butler because I was like, girl, you can't cook for yourself, you know, just get yourself a butler. Or maybe that was with members, we did that. Anyway, it was very funny. And turn on move objects, and I think we could maybe use a big archway. Another idea I had was just using like eco lifestyle. From the feedback I've had from you guys in the past, whenever I ask you if we should use a different pack, often you guys say, the majority of you guys say, I rather you just use all the packs and just have fun. So I think that's what we'll just have fun and go crazy with this one. And also let me know if you have any ideas for what style of apartment you want to see next. Because every apartment we do, we kind of do a different style. I'm actually thinking controversial, but I'm thinking of doing maybe a concrete floor and then doing more wood around the walls and ceiling. And then we obviously will have our pops of color in there as well. So it's gonna look very bland for now, but have faith, because I think we can make it look good in time. Also, I did write on this in lip liner. I thought it was cute. It was left blank originally. Okay, so let's go with, or maybe we'll do like light woods. Oh, but then the doors and the windows are this darker wood. You know what? Let's combine woods. I don't think it really matters. Sometimes I'm afraid to combine different timbers, but really you can mix them. Now, the tricky part with this room is that we've only got like one slender window over here. Oh my God, I can add another one? Wait, I didn't think I'd be able to edit the windows in this apartment. That's kind of crazy. Usually in apartments, you can't adjust the windows, so I'm very confused by that. And sadly, I can't edit the wallpapers. Okay, well, maybe we could do like a little cheeky window upgrade over here. I mean, technically it doesn't really suit the downstairs apartment, does it? But hey, maybe we could just delete that and then double up these windows. What other eco lifestyle windows do we have here? We have this one. That would actually look okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to literally double them up on top of each other. Maybe we could just do that. Because then that is our answer. And we can have a window in a second bedroom. Although I must say, this window is way better because it's bigger and it just lets in more light. I definitely get a little bit claustrophobic. So I'm someone who loves a lot of windows and bright light. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can see that in my builds, that there are often we will have many big windows. Okay, maybe we'll do that window just because it's bigger. And yeah, that still looks good from the outside. All right, so that solves this issue of needing 2 bedrooms. Now, we do have a main bathroom. Usually a main bedroom, you would see an ensuite, at least in Australia, where I'm from. I think in America as well. Britain, isn't in the UK, it's uncommon to have en-suites connected to main bedrooms? I swear you guys said that to me a few years ago and I was so surprised by that. Almost as surprised as the time you guys told me that in Germany, I think, you guys move house with your kitchen, like with your kitchen cupboards and appliances. That is like so wild to me because here you move into a place and it has the kitchen and the appliances already there. Okay, I'm just placing this bed not for it to be the final bed that we're gonna play with, but just to figure out how much room exactly we need. Maybe we should actually turn this room into a kid's room. I feel like this could be a nice family apartment, maybe with a bunk bed. Although, funnily enough, these windows are so big that it actually makes it hard to get a bunk bed in here. Maybe it would like go on this side of the wall. Yeah, I actually think we should make the lounge room slightly bigger because if you think about the size of the bedrooms in comparison to like the living area, they're pretty big. They take up a lot of room. Okay, so this can be our main bedroom. That wall's gonna go straight across like that. This is a good size for a kid's room, I think. Too small. It's not too big, but there's still enough room for like a desk and wardrobe. And they've got some nice windows right here. Okay, obviously the walls aren't all going to be gray and white, but we're just figuring it out. Okay, I'm happy with those bedrooms. Then we can put a door here. The kitchen is pretty small. I mean, part of me is thinking, why don't we just knock down this wall and make it all open plan? That could be kind of nice. Or do you turn this into a lounge area? Or do you turn this into a dining nook, have the kitchen over here and the lounge room over here? I kind of like that idea. Because this is a big blank wall where you could have cupboards if we weren't going to add any windows. So let's just say, I mean, I was talking about having some color in this apartment, so we could potentially go with something like this blue counter. So you could have kitchen running this way. Oh, is that kind of weird because there's a door here though? Because then you have to like walk potentially like into the kitchen to get to the bedroom. And also now the kitchen just seems so oversized compared to the rest of the area. Okay, no, the kitchen doesn't make sense over here. Okay, well, let's go back to where the kitchen originally was, which was over in this area. So you'd have a nice L-shaped kitchen like this. Maybe we can fit a fridge in here, but I think it's gonna intersect with the window. See, I can't move this window or door. That's so random that the other side we can move that around. Okay, so let's say the fridge I really don't like how that intersects with the window, but I'm wondering if we can just like do a sneaky pull back here. It does slightly overlap though. Okay, what happens if that goes there and we do something like an edge cabinet here. And hopefully there's still gonna be enough room for island bench can go here. All right, that seems pretty good. So that would be our kitchen area. Then we would have beautiful cabinetry. We could even go yellow with the cabinetry because it ties into the yellow in here, or we could do cream, or we could go matchy blue. The world is our oyster, as they say. Or dream home decorator shelving actually can go quite nicely with this stuff as well. If you just want to mix it up a bit and do something a little bit different. That's actually a really nice curved cabinet piece. I really like that. I just kind of like it because it's a little bit different. Sometimes I just don't really like this corner shelving piece. We could do something like that, which is somewhat kind of random, but then at least it doesn't have the corner piece. I think I don't like it because it looks so pokey in the corner, but that I think looks quite nice. I also want to get some wood on the ceiling. I'm wondering if we should tie it into the wood we have on the front door if we're, trying to combine woods for a change. That doesn't look so bad. I think trying to combine the woods is really hard. Like we may not like what we do with it. At this point, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm loving what we've done here with the wood mixing, even though I wanted to have a go at it. We'll see how we go. We can always change it if we don't like it. Okay, so our little kitchen's there. Then the dining table would be here, and I think this would be a great spot for a circular dining table. We got a really nice circular one recently. This one, the Aina dining table, and that was from the Cozy Kitsch kit. Or we could actually use this table from high school years, which is just a really beautiful table, especially if you want to experiment with pops of color as well. It's an easy one to forget about that exists, but it is something that I use a lot. So yeah, we could have a little bit of fun with that too. It'd be cool to have like a pink wall, like bam, pink, and like a yellow couch. There's a couch that comes in yellow. I think it was from Businesses and Hobbies that I've always wanted to use the yellow swatch. Yeah, this one. That could be cute together. And then maybe on this wall we could do some kind of timber cladding. Oh, that's a new one. We should definitely use this in one of the other apartments. Or that's a good way to kind of merge the woods that we were talking about earlier. And the more I look at this, the more I'm like, maybe we should do timber flooring. That does kind of look good. It's certainly got character. Or we go a more simple wood that's less eco-lifestyle essentially. The good thing about this one is it actually has some really subtle different tones in it. Or this classic base game one is one of my favorites of all time. Businesses and Hobbies. I feel like this wall is maybe a bit too busy. Like I kind of wish we had these panels in the door color. That would be handy. I mean, this is busy as well, but it just looks better to me. All right, we're experimenting. It might not stick, but we're just having fun, just figuring it out. I do think the pink wall is fun though. I do really like that. Like whoever lives here, they love color. They're not afraid of color. Maybe we do blue. I love the mint green. Let's put mint green in some other rooms so we remember to use that on another wall. And in terms of tiles here, we could have a little bit of fun. Oh, I'm not big on the subway tiles. Oh, I didn't actually realize that these subway tiles have different grout colors because that's like a big contrast, but then you also have a softer gray. And then we even have an all white grout. That's quite nice. Oh my God, I love these tiles so much from a sleek bathroom pack. That's very nice. I'd love them sideways as well. I'd love them herringbone. I'd love them sideways. I'd just love them in all the different ways. I don't know if there's a particular color that's gonna work for us in this room though. None of these are quite right. Or there's the Love Struck tiles. Oh, that could be fun in the bathroom. Green bathroom maybe. There's these tiles. I think we should go with the sleek white tiles here because we're gonna have a lot of pops of color in this one room. So let's go a little bit more simple here. I'm just wondering if this blue needs to be slightly darker because or actually it might be the lighting positioning that's causing us a few issues here. Because because the blue shows up really well on this wall, but this wall, I think because of the windows, it's a bit harder to see. Now I'm going back to this wood again. Or we could do like this kind of a thing, maybe that. This is also an interesting space. Like, I feel like we have a lot of space here to use because we don't have a 3-seater couch in this style. We do have the 2-seaters. Also, finding a rug to go with this room will be challenging. A blue would be lovely, like a bluey rug to tie in with the kitchen. No, that's too dark. I really like that turquoisey blue or a soft pastel blue. Oh, why am I putting the walls up and down? I'm getting my keys confused. Seems we don't have the right color carpet that I'm looking for. That one's okay. What if we place down our own carpet? That could be our best option. It's like really structured though. That's basically the rug that I want though. Guys, I have never had so much trouble picking a rug before. So I'm thinking of maybe overlapping a couple of rugs here. Otherwise, my other idea was to use this like kind of whimsical geometric one, just like that, but I don't love it. I was also thinking of making a study nook just here so we can utilize a little bit more of this space because you've still got like a nice little access point into the kitchen as well. Or if we wanted to, we could actually use some of the battens here so it's not like a solid wall. So we have these ones from Eco Lifestyle. And one thing that's actually fun to do with these is overlap them so you get this crosshatch effect, which is kind of different, kind of fun, kind of snazzy. Just if you want to mix it up a bit, otherwise you can just do the regular horizontal or vertical, but I think that's kind of fun. The only thing is it might be a little bit much with this desk, which is quite a feature. So if we have a simpler desk here, could do something like that. Or we don't actually have to do that on both sides. We could just have it coming out from the kitchen. What does that actually look like in the context of live mode? It is interesting, but should it go out 2 tiles? Like, does that look better? I think I prefer just 1 tile of that cross hatching. This trestle table desk is probably my favorite desk in the game, and it's just base game. I just love it. I always use it. Okay, so this is where our computer can go. We can have an orange chair over here, introduce some orange colors. We need a bookshelf too. And guys, I keep going back to this wall. I really like this wall style. And it just ties the light wood and the dark woods together a bit more. Yeah, I think that shelf works. I also love this pink on pink moment we're having over here with this hanging light. And it kind of looks like we should have another window here. And if we can sneakily add one, then we may as well do that. Wonder what else is pink in the game that we could overlap on the pink wall. Like, it would be really cool to have a pink shelf on that wall that matches it. There's the idea of having cushions. Let's just grab those out in case we want to use them. Oh, that's a really fun chair. It doesn't really go with our other chairs at all. These chairs are so much smaller looking than other chairs in the game, or some of the other chairs. Like, they just look like they're a little bit smaller in scale, which is quite interesting. Like, I wonder if The Sims got someone else to make them than they usually do. They just look ever so slightly different in scale. I also like that chair. Or we could do like pink chairs around this table. Ooh, or we could do something like this, where you have the TV up on this console table. That could be fun. Okay, I'm just getting out a lot of random colorful stuff. You can get pink post-it notes. Never knew that. Oh, pink on pink heater. It looks too old for this house though. Like, it looks like it would be in a different kind of apartment building. Floral toilet paper. We definitely need floral toilet paper. Oh, and I like this stack of drawers just to put in like this area, or maybe even the locker. The locker's kind of fun, but maybe it's a bit big. Yeah, maybe that's not quite right. I feel like we need more clocks in the game. We don't have many clocks. Like wall clocks. Oh, that's a good pink on pink lamp. Actually, we might want to use that lamp in another area. Okay, so basically if you want to find really cute stuff, just filter pink and then you get all the like awesome pink stuff. Then you can see that there's other swatches as well that look really nice. Oh, the fairy bread books. We definitely need fairy bread. Okay. All right. Right now it looks crazy. It looks a little crazy. I am questioning my couch choice. Now that I've seen this funky couch, this was from the Plumbella pack, which has so many unique and awesome items in it. The actual name of the pack is Pastel Pop, but I call it the Plumbella pack because she helped. The yellow is just not as strong, this swatch, as I was hoping, but let's just play around with the idea. What if we didn't have these chairs and we went with these chairs instead? Let's just move all of this out of the way because it's kind of clouding our judgment a little bit. I think that's too bulky. Maybe we'll put it in one of the bedrooms. I think I like the other chairs. What if we had like one random chair over here? Like one mismatched chair potentially. Ooh, we could have a nice ombre color on the wall, or we could do pink on pink. I like the pink and the yellow look. Let's maybe swap these frames around because we can get, again, more of the pink and yellow look here. Or do we just give the lounge room that little bit more breathing room and kind of move it across this way? Okay, I think we're actually getting somewhere now. I've spent so long trying to figure out this room. But this rug, it's not actually a rug, it's the floor tile, but it's exactly the color I want. And yeah, so I just put down a floor tile there and I think that works nicely. And I've gone back to this TV unit because I like the colors on it that ties into the lounge room. And then we have like all of this pink goodness over here, which I also really like. Toying with the idea of making this wall pink too, but I think maybe the blue's good. I mean, this kind of is a little bit like a Barbie apartment, really, all of these bright colors. And I think we should go with the yellow in the kitchen. Why not? Let's have some more fun there. We've still got to finish off the kitchen, of course. And I like the idea of having this pin board here. We'll put some postcards on that. Maybe we should have a mirror above this wall, or we could have an artwork. Oh, actually, we also have tile backsplashes. But no, I don't think they're quite right. Or we could do like a neon sign. I mean, this painting does look really great in this room in a number of different colors and swatches, really. It is an older one though that we've used a lot. I don't think any of these will work. Actually, that one's surprisingly not too bad. Oh yeah, these work. There you go. And I like that the orange ties into the other oranges we've tried to introduce as well. So we love that. We need a plant in this little guy. What kind of plant should we put here? I think I like this one. Just lift that slightly higher. We have another one of these plants down here. A couple of household plants to look after. Maybe we can place you on top of this little drawer unit like that. How high are you floating? You're floating very high up. Okay, maybe not there. Maybe in the kitchen. Yeah, that'll be nice up here. And I was making a little thing of lights over here in different colors. Maybe we'll make that an orange. Little cluster of pendant lights over our kitchen island. Although we do probably need a pendant light over our dining table. So maybe we should simplify what's over here and like double up the lights. Do we want to have a fruit bowl over here? Maybe the fruit bowl makes more sense over on the dining table, and then we do the vases in the lounge room. It still doesn't look quite right to me. Like, it looks like it needs to have a stack of magazines in here instead. You know, like you're plonked down on the couch and you're reading something. Nice. Oh, and because it's a family home, perhaps we should have like a kid's toy box out here or something that, you know, shows that kids live in this house too. Maybe a backpack under the table. Some kids' crafts up here as well. Toy box. Oh, actually, we have this new acorn toy box, which I haven't used yet, which is just so cute. And this hanging cow plant at the door, like, protects the house. This is protection. Oh, do we maybe want to have a security alarm over here too? Maybe I'll put the alarm over in this corner. There you go. Because you never know if you're going to get burgled in The Sims 4 these days. Kind of love this random stool over here. Get some nice bright jar preserves up here. Okay, now kitchen. Let's do the stove right here. And this is really easy because the Home Chef Hustle kit, like everything goes together really nicely. And again, we could actually pair the yellow with the blue, the same as the fridge. But I love using this pack because it's just so easy to just combine everything. And it always matches beautifully. Uh-oh, we don't really have a range hood solution. I really like where the shelves are. I'm gonna ignore the range hood because it's The Sims. Or we could actually go like this, because some of you guys might be bothered if I ignore it. Oh man, it shows underneath this cabinet. Okay, we'll get rid of that cabinet. We'll put a regular cabinet. Okay, how's that? Because we still have our lovely shelves. We don't have to use the corner shelf piece that I don't like. It still looks good. And actually, that looks kind of nice going over towards that wall too. Or we keep it asymmetrical. I love asymmetrical balance. Asymmetrical just means, well, it's not symmetrical, but it still kind of looks balanced. We could have a cute fruit basket over here. Oh my gosh, and we can match the tiles behind it. Perfect. And then we need a sink, we need a bin. I'm actually maybe gonna use the sink that's a little different because I like how it's got the dishes in it. It makes it look very family friendly. It's always difficult to figure out where to put the trash can. I'm just gonna place it right there. Appliances, you know, we obviously don't have a lot of bench space to fit an appliance. I personally like my Sims to either have coffee or tea because your Sims can drink tea if they get sick and it heals them. And obviously coffee gives them energy. So let's get a coffee maker. Oh, it doesn't want to sit in the corner here. Come on. It does overhang, which really bothers me. Well, if we put it here, they can still work on this bench space. And also the blue version is really cute. Oh my gosh, the dishwasher. I tripped over our dishwasher today because basically the door like fell open without me realizing because it was a bit loose, and then I stepped back and tripped over it and I fell on top of the door and I've actually bent the door. So now we have to probably replace the dishwasher door, which we did our kitchen renovation last year. It's probably going to cost so much to replace it, and I'm just like, oh, why did I trip? So annoyed at myself. So yeah, definitely tighten your dishwasher doors so they don't just like fall open and then you trip over them. I've learnt the hard way. Like, I'm still annoyed. And the other thing is it's gonna take them until next Friday to come out and fix it. And I don't even know if they'll be able to fix it on the spot anyway. This is cool. Oh, that goes with the kitchen really beautifully. But I like the idea of introducing green. Oh, or do we want the purple that came with that swatch, or the hot pink? Honestly, all of these look really good. I kind of like the yellow though. I like the purple. Okay, so our kitchen's got everything we need. I'm actually gonna leave this bench space open, I think. Oh, actually, let's just put some cookie making stuff over there. Make it look lived in. But yeah, also I'm fine. I didn't hurt myself, but I was like lying on the ground and my dog Bowser came up to me. He's so sweet. He was like, are you okay? Oh, I love my dogs. Okay, so kitchen's looking, I love this kitchen actually. I'm so glad we went with the yellow subway tiles, even though at first I was like, I don't like subway tiles. I like them now. I've changed. Okay, this is chaotic over here. So we need to establish some consistency. Let's just move that. Let's put the computer maybe over on this side. Yeah, just up there. Let's do a different color. I'm gonna go with the, ooh, that's kind of fun. Ooh, the rainbow, yes. We'll keep the glasses here. We don't need two sets of glasses. I love this like pink, and I think we need a lamp over here. The lamp I want to use is my favorite lamp that I've been using, I think, in every single build we've done since Businesses and Hobbies came out, which is this one. I just love the bright yellow lamp. It just looks so friendly and happy, and like, it's just that pop of color that I always like to have. And then we're gonna put a plant over here because it just looks like it needs some greenery. Whoa, that's too much. One that will kind of fit nicely behind here. Yeah. That's good. Now this is looking a little bit blank, so we are going to do a cheat. Testing cheats true. Oops, I cannot type. And we're gonna do pb.show hidden objects. And this just unlocks items that you would unlock during gameplay. You know, like things you might make on the pottery wheel. And postcards are one of them. So now we can put some postcards on this board because that's really what it's for, and make it look lived in. I wish there were some other objects we could put on here, like if we could put our photos on here that we take, or I don't know, little notes or something. Actually, I think I put one too many. Yeah, that looks good. And actually, that would have unlocked some other rug potentials. I didn't think of that originally because we have these ones that could have worked. Still not quite the right color though, so I'm glad we've done what we have there. Okay, what we need more from the Kayla kit. the little Simsy kit, aka the comfy gamer kit. We need, I think a controller would be nice over here if we can fit one in. We're struggling with our slots. I'm actually gonna size down the post-it note and then just have that here because I like that. Our lights are really scuffed over in this area. Let's just align those a little bit better. This one can be centered. We have a bit of a blank space over on this wall. Maybe cow plant should go over there instead of at the front door. It can still protect the house. Yeah, we'll pop that there and maybe that can go here. Oh, and curtains. Do we want to have curtains in this house? Let's do some shears. And I'm kind of putting them to the side so they look like they get like the windows a little bit wider. Scroll all the way to the bottom to access this because these pieces you can easily overlap and it doesn't cause too many noticeable issues. Like if you look really closely, you can sometimes see it glitching, but it's usually not too noticeable. Or we could do the warmer color. What do you guys think? I like the, actually, you know what? Both actually look pretty good. I think I actually like the warmer color better because I like that it ties in with the window timber color, but I also like that it helps tie in our lighter woods with the darker woods again. And that's been our mission for this build. And I actually think we're achieving it really well. So go us. Yeah, this is looking so cool. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I feel like this telephone is just a cool, quirky little pop of color. It's just another opportunity to add more color in, which is really what this build is all about. Let's save because we've come this far. All right, I'm really happy with what we've done here. I think I'm actually gonna split this into 2 parts because it took me so long to find that dang rug. So yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2. So that'll come out maybe like tomorrow or the next day. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, let me know what you want us to do for the next apartment, what kind of style we should do and which apartment to do next. Because we also have the apartments from Love Struck to work on as well. So thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you are having a lovely week. And thank you very much to my amazing members for your support. Also, don't forget you can use code Deligracy if you purchase any Sims games from the EA app. You just enter it in the promo code section and that directly supports me as a channel. So I really appreciate it to everyone who's been using the code. But most of all, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you all soon. Dag dag!